They replied, "Believe in the Lord Jesus and you will be saved, along with everyone in your household." Acts 16:31.
Hello good people, I'm Fee, and thank you for clicking on my thumbnail. Today's video we're going to focus on my review of my MarcJacobs red pebble leather tote bag. I've been carrying it now since November and I'd like to give you my assessment about it. If you're interested in hearing my take on my tote bag, then hang with me, click like, subscribe to my channel, and touch the notification bell. That will alert you when I have new videos posted and or giveaways. And before we get started, I just want to say once again, thank you so much for the comments. We heard you loud and clear about the microphone. And I talked about the MarcJacobs bag in the Lulu Puffer video. So if you haven't seen my previous videos, please go back and watch those. I appreciate you all. And if you're ready, let's get started. If you saw my Lulu Puffer video by YSL, I talked a little bit about getting this bag on the same day that my husband, Big Red, and my son gifted me with the Lulu Puffer. Now, I purchased this bag because it'd been on my radar for a little while. I'd been looking forward to having this bag in my collection for a couple of months. But every time I would find the bag in this particular color, it had something wrong with it that I just couldn't live with, and so I'd walk away from it. So finally, as God would have it, the day that I didn't get my Lulu Puffer, or I got outpriced on my Lulu Puffer, this bag was sitting available to me. I looked it over. It looked great. I couldn't find anything wrong with it at the time, and so I purchased it. I thought, what the heck? It was $450 plus tax. And I'd been wanting it for some time, but it wasn't high on my priority list. I was actually looking for a crossbody, as you know. But I did want this. As I said, I'm building my collection back again, and this was one of the things that I had wanted for some time. So I was really happy to have it. I came home all excited about it and shared it with my husband, and at that time, he told me he had gone out and gotten me the Lulu Puffer. So I got 2 bags in one day, and how blessed am I? God is good. So let me talk a little bit about this bag. I've seen it. I think everybody who has a handbag collection has this bag in various colors or what have you. This is the medium size bag. I didn't get the really large one and I didn't get the small one because, as you know, I'm used to carrying a pretty nice size shoulder bag and I like to carry a lot of stuff. And I'm not really too big on tote bags, but when I carry a tote bag, I definitely wanted to be able to carry all of my essentials plus some. So let's talk about this bag a little bit. As you can see, the handles are not very long, so it's not something I can throw over my shoulder, but you actually have to carry it as a tote. But it does come with a strap. I keep my bags stuffed in between use so that they can keep their shape and their form. And this particular bag, I also bought and purchased an insert for it. So here's the strap. And let's talk about, it has a magnetic zipper closure, zip top. And right here, I don't know, at some point I thought this might have been for a water bottle, but I found out this was actually magnetic and it holds it right there really nicely, the zipper, so that you can zip across with no problem. And let me put the strap on it. The D-rings are inside right here and on this side. Red is my favorite color. I love orange and all the other colors. I'm a very flamboyant, colorful person, but red is my absolute favorite color. So I was so happy to finally find a bag that didn't have any imperfections on it and purchase it. And I came home feeling like I'd saved a lot of money because, as you know, that YSL Lulu Puffer was $3,500. This was only $450 plus tax. So I really felt like I got a good deal, got the bag that I've been looking for quite some time, and I was really happy with it. I had told myself that I didn't need that Lulu Puffer and this was going to fit the bill for me. But how often can you carry a red bag, right? So inside my bag, let me take out the insert. And I will list this down below in the description box. It's an insert from Amazon. And I think I paid about 12 or 13 bucks for this. It really wasn't a lot. And it helps the bag keep its shape. And it gives me compartments to put my belongings in. because this bag actually has a zipper right here. I zipped it. I meant to unzip it. It has a zipper, and then this is the care package. And the zipper is not quite the depth of the tote, but in front of the zipper, it has 2 pockets. And I hope you can see that. Can you see that, executive producer Big Red? Okay. And other than that, it's a big open pit, basically, to put everything in. Now, I will say, I had become accustomed to the not the MarcJacobs, but the Michael Kors totes, which are very, very structured. And this purse in particular is not very structured. On the back, it has another logo label that says MarcJacobs. And on the bottom, it has leather feet. I would have liked to have the metal feet, but the leather feet are fine. It still helps to keep the bottom of the purse from getting damaged. Other than that, that is it. And that is all to this purse or this tote bag. And as you know, I've said before, I am a shoulder bag person, not really much of a tote person, but I'm getting used to carrying totes and crossbodies. And I feel like, I don't know, I've had this now since November, and I've carried it probably now 5, maybe 6 times since the last video when I spoke to you. And I'm not really pleased with the way it's wearing on the edges. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? It looks a little dirty, maybe damaged even. And it looks that way on all of the corners. And that's a little disappointing because, like I said, I've only carried this purse maximum 6 times, maybe 5. And so that is concerning to me. And the fact that the purse is literally without the, let me take this insert out again. Without the insert, it just collapses. Now I showed you my, go back and look at my Michael Kors video on my totes. Those are very structured, and I cannot do this with the Michael Kors tote. But this purse, the leather is very soft. It's pebbled leather, but I was really hoping for more of a structured bag because before I purchased the insert, what I realized is the few times that I carried it, when I had weight in the bottom of the bag, it sagged like that on the bottom because there was no structure. So a little bit of disappointment for me. It doesn't stop me from carrying it, of course, because now I own it. But I feel like I have to kind of kid glove it a little bit because just from the corners and the wear and tear and having to put an insert in it to get it to be structured, just quite not what I thought it was going to be. So I am a little disappointed. I was really looking forward to getting some other colors. I was thinking about getting the camel brown and I was thinking about getting the lavender, but I'm not so sure. And because it's red, I don't carry it every day. You know, I can put it together with a couple of outfits. But I'm kind of phasing out on MarcJacobs for a minute until they start to up the quality of their bags. Now, I'm not going to say this is a bad quality bag, but after 6 carries, the corners are already starting to show wear and tear. That's a little disappointing to me. I had explained to you guys that I had given away a lot of my collection to family members, friends, and people. And I kept a few bags in my collection. So I'm going to go through and show you some of the other MarcJacobs bags that I have because I love MarcJacobs. They do make some really good bags. But as far as the tote bag goes, I don't know if I'll buy the lavender one or the camel one. I'm not so sure. I don't know. I'm going to wait and see how this one continues to hold up. But I do have some other bags that I want to discuss in the line of MarcJacobs because I had some other cases where I was a little bit disappointed. Now, this is my original first purchase from MarcJacobs ever. And this is the Hobo. And I absolutely love this bag. So when I gave away most of my collection, this was one of the bags that I kept. And I kept it because I absolutely loved it. And it's worn, but it's many years old. But the beauty of it is that MarcJacobs has come back out with this bag again. And if you go into the retail stores you will see this bag on display and for sale. So I was so happy to see that this bag is back in circulation. Now this is an original old school bag, and I've had it for many years, and got the wallet to match. Love this bag. Carried it on and off for many years. I have had no problems with this bag. The leather just got softer and softer over time. The bag was beautiful. I keep all my bags stuffed, so I won't waste a lot of time on each one, but I just wanted to share with you guys that I've been hanging with Marc Jacobs for quite some time. But this tote bag is a little bit disappointing, I hate to say. Then I bought this tote bag maybe last year. I don't think, it may be a year old or maybe not. But again, this is one of those bags that if I didn't have it stuffed and filled, it would just collapse to nothing. And so I prefer a structured tote. I don't want a tote that's just going to collapse. And I'm a little concerned with this. I stopped carrying it because I noticed that it was starting to wear right here in the corners of the straps where it met the purse, and that alarmed me. So I stopped carrying it. I stuffed it and I repacked it and put it away. But this is another Marc Jacobs tote that I thought was going to hold up over time, and I haven't even had it a year. And I have so many handbags that I don't carry anything every day. So it's not like I'm wearing and tearing my bags because I'm wearing them week after week after week. I pretty much change my bags every couple of days to weekly. So I'm not really wearing anything out. Now, one of the other bags that I got over the time was this bag. I absolutely love this bag. Besides the hobo, this was my favorite bag. And it had different straps on it. But what did happen with this bag was the straps wore out on the inside. So I ended up calling Marc Jacobs, and they told me because I had had it for more than a year that they wouldn't repair it. And there were no straps that I could purchase to have a cobbler or send it in for repair. They weren't willing to even work with it. So I took it to a shoe cobbler, and bless his heart, he tried his best to put these straps on it for me. But I just never carried it after I paid to have these straps put on. I don't like it. It didn't come with the chain to begin with, but he did his best, and I appreciate it, and I paid him for his service. What this bag was supposed to look like was the same as this bag, which I found this past summer and in miniature form. So this is the large and this is the small. And these are the handles that came on this bag, but on the inside, right where the knot is, it started to wear in here and tear on the inside. It got down to the point where I was holding on by a thread. So I had to try to get it repaired the best I could. And this is the best they could do for me. And I just at that point fell out of love with it. I wasn't happy anymore. And so I stopped carrying it. I have not carried it since I got it from the cobbler. But when I found this one in miniature size, I got it. And this is the only color I could find. And I love this purse. This purse is amazing to me. And I had a matching wallet. I don't know where it is right now. Maybe it's inside the purse. But the problem I find with a lot of Marc Jacobs bags is they'll make all these beautiful bags, but they don't always have wallets to go with them. And I'm one of those people who loves wallets to match the bags. So when I purchased the red tote, I was hoping there would be a red wallet. And the only thing I could find that was closest to this was a small, very small card holder. And I don't know, they called it a wallet, but to me it was a card holder because you couldn't get much in it besides a few cards. And I didn't even bother purchasing it. I had that black pebble leather, so I used that instead for this because they didn't have a large wallet for that. But this was my favorite bag, and I love it. But again, I'm scared to carry it because I don't want this same thing to happen to this one that happened to the black one and not be able to get it repaired. So I'm a little disappointed with Marc Jacobs. And if they happen to see this video, I hope they improve the quality of some of their bags because I did at one point love them. I just feel like they're not making them like they made them back in the day when the hobo first came out. And the tote bag is a little disappointing that I've only carried it like 6 times and it's already starting to show wear, which is very concerning to me. I should take it back, but I'm not going to. I'll keep it because I don't use a red bag all the time. It's something that I use infrequently. So I'll just continue to kit glove it and carry it when I want to or need to. But other than that, I don't know. A lot of people like it. A lot of people love them. I know everybody has it that has a collection. And I kind of felt like I needed one as well. And I was looking for the red one. So I have it. But like I said, I'm a little disappointed. But going forward, I'll let you know. I don't know if I'm going to get the the lavender one. I don't know if I'm going to get the camel. I don't know if I'm going to purchase any more. I noticed that the smaller the bags are in the MarcJacobs line, like the crossbodies, they seem to hold up better. The bigger the bags, not so much. If you've had any issues with your MarcJacobs bags, comment down below and let me know. If you're a lover of the bags, if you have the totes in various colors and you like it, let me know. Maybe it's something I'm doing wrong. I store all my bags the same way. I don't keep them in their boxes. I don't keep them in their bags. I keep them where they can breathe. And I make sure that I condition the leather when they look like they're getting a little dry. But other than that, I haven't had any problems. But MarcJacobs is a line that, like I showed you the bag before, I've had some issues with. And so I'm just thinking maybe I need to just move on and stick with other brands. But we'll see. If you guys have any suggestions, I asked you on the last video and nobody commented in regards to suggestions for my next handbag purchase. I'm not stuck on Louis Vuitton. I'm even considering Fendi. I'm considering Gucci. I'm considering any other line. So if you guys have some suggestions on good handbags that are crossbodies or medium-sized bags, talk to me down below in the description box. That would be very helpful to me because I'm on the search and I'm on the hunt to build my collection again. And again, I'm only getting so many handbags. I think I want to keep it at 40 this time and not go over. And I'm nowhere near that right now. I have quite a few Michael Kors bags, a few MarcJacobs as you've seen, a couple of Coach bags. I'm starting to rebuild my Louis and my Gucci's. I don't have any Fendi bags. I gave away my Versace bags. I don't have any Prada. So if you have some success with some of these brands, please share with me because I'm really on the hunt and I want to make my next purchase so I can do a great unboxing for you guys. I really need some help. Help me. Thank you guys so very much for everything that you've been doing in terms of commenting and being helpful as you can be. You guys have been so kind to me. I'm so grateful. I praise God for you every day. I pray for my subscribers. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and click on the notification bell so when you know my next review is coming up on a handbag or a fragrance and or a giveaway. It's almost time for me to do a giveaway and I've got some ideas. So I'm looking forward to that. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you guys are doing. This is really helping me. Just being able to share with you is helping me because I've been going through so much with my grieving process. This has just brought me out of my shell. It's given me the perfect distraction. I get to do what I love, which is shop, bargain shop especially. And I'm just really happy. And I thank you guys for that and for receiving me so very well. God bless you. Until next time, take care.